Sandeep would be most critical of which action from the passage? I've uncovered the choices here because this isn't something that we would be able to just guess at. We're choosing from these 4 options, trying to figure out which one Sandeep would have the most strong critical reaction to. Let's go to the text and see whether or not he reacts to any of them. The first thing we're looking for is the 2 boys playing carom, which is how the passage begins. And offhand, I'm not certain that there's any judgment from Sandeep. The boys interrupt their game to give Chotomama directions. They knew the old couple. Their gestures are sporadic but enthusiastic. Sandeep does not seem to have much of an opinion, much less a critical one. And then the second one was Mamima asking about the gender of the child. Is it a boy or a girl? Here at line 10. And the boy says, a girl. Mamima rolls up her window. The car drives away. Again, no judgment here. The other 2 scenes that we're looking for, okay, so I've already eliminated, just by skimming through the passage, I feel pretty confident that I've eliminated A and B. And the other 2 things that we're looking for are the gift giving, the old woman's reaction during the gift giving, and the way that the young couple is waiting in the anteroom. So the old lady's response to the gift giving is to pretend as though the yogurt and the candy is this great gift, and it has this whole big puffed up fussing encounter between the 2 sets of parents. And we know from the passage that Sandeep is pretty critical of this. This is the thing that he wishes everyone would just grow up over. So this is a pretty good candidate. But let's take a look and see if there's anything hiding in the way the anteroom waiting is described here. So in line 41, it says, the son and the daughter-in-law emerged shyly from the anteroom. And shyly is the only modifier being used here. It's the only adverb. And that isn't really much of an opinion here. That's just sort of an observation. Later, we know that Sandeep thinks that everyone turning these simple situations into complex, dramatic ones, it seems mad to him. It seems utterly senseless. And since the foot-touching scenario is not one of our options, if it were the old lady's reaction to the gift or the Chotomama and the son-in-law's interaction with the foot-touching, that would be an impossible choice. Which one is he more critical of? Because he's actually critical of both, but definitely not to the 2 boys playing carom, definitely not critical of Mamima's inquiry about the gender of the child, and not especially critical of the son and daughter-in-law waiting in the anteroom. So I'm going to circle C, the old lady's reaction to the gift. Now for this question, the evidence for my answer choice was not in the exact paragraph where that action is mentioned. It came later in a couple paragraphs down where Sandeep is responding to all of the things that he found silly. And that includes the old lady's reaction to the gift, and that includes Chotomama and the son and daughter-in-law doing the foot touching that he tries to avoid, but the son-in-law really wants to touch the feet. That whole thing, that whole making a big deal out of a little deal, Sandeep is critical of. And so we have to pull from our understanding of that and apply it back to the actions that he is criticizing.